Hey there, welcome. If you've ever felt that pull, that calling to help other people unlock their true potential, then you are in exactly the right place. Over the next few minutes, we're going to lay out a clear roadmap for becoming a successful personal development coach, all based on insights from Coach Kizzi and Quoch's work. So let's dive right in. Everything really begins with this one powerful idea. Personal development isn't just some end point. It's a journey. It's the process of building a bridge to a new version of yourself. It's all about transformation. And that is the perfect metaphor for what a coach does. See, if personal development is the bridge, then the coach, you're the architect. You're the one who helps draw up the blueprints, making sure that bridge is strong, stable, and that it actually leads where your client truly wants to go. Okay, so let's start with the foundation. Section 1 is all about getting to the heart of it, understanding the real why behind coaching. What does it actually mean to be a personal development coach? At its absolute core, this is where it all starts. This isn't something that just happens to you. It is an active, conscious choice. It's a decision to grow. And a coach's main job, it's to empower that very choice. Now, this is a super important distinction, so let's get this crystal clear. A coach is not a therapist, right? A therapist often focuses on feeling the past. And you're not a mentor who basically gives advice based on their own life story. No, a coach is a partner focused entirely on the future, helping clients design their own unique path forward. And because of that, you end up wearing a lot of different hats. You're part cheerleader, part accountability partner, and you're always asking those powerful questions. But here's the key that ties it all together. It's not about giving advice. It's about facilitating your clients' own breakthroughs, their own growth. All right, section 2. Now that we understand the why, let's talk about the how. What are the essential skills you absolutely need to have in your coaching toolkit? Let me be blunt. This is completely non-negotiable. More than any technique, more than any theory, mastering communication is the absolute key to being a great coach. It's literally the engine that drives transformation. And this mastery really stands on 3 pillars. First, active listening. And I mean really listening. Hearing what's not being said. That then allows you to ask those powerful questions that can totally unlock a new way of thinking. And the glue that holds it all together? Genuine empathy. That's what builds trust. So if communication is the engine, then goal setting is your compass. It's the GPS for the whole journey. It makes sure every single session has a clear direction and purpose. And the best way to set those goals is to make them SMART. This simple framework is what turns a vague dream like, I want to be more confident, into a concrete, actionable target that you and your client can actually work towards and win. Okay, so you've got the tools. Section 3 is all about putting them to work. What does a really great coaching session or a whole coaching relationship actually look like in practice? Well, there's a definite structure, a flow. You always start by building that connection, that rapport. That trust allows you to work together to set those SMART goals. From there, it's about creating a clear action plan and checking in on progress together. It's a real structured journey. But let's be real, the path to growth is never a straight line, is it? Resistance, getting stuck, that's a totally natural human part of the process. So what does a great coach do when a client hits that wall? You don't push harder. Instead, you lean in. You listen with empathy. You get curious about the why behind their fear. You help them reframe their perspective, break that big scary goal into tiny, manageable steps, and then you celebrate every single tiny win. That's how you build momentum and melt resistance away. Okay, now for a big pivot. In Section 4, we're talking about turning this passion into a real profession. How do you actually build a coaching business that can last? It all begins with your brand. And guess what? Your brand is just you. It starts with some deep self-reflection to find your unique niche. And from there, you craft a really clear, powerful message about the specific transformation you help people achieve. So once your brand is sharp, you gotta find your clients. But notice the common thread here. This isn't about some slimy sales pitch. Whether it's networking, referrals, or putting out great content, the strategy is always the same. Provide value first and build genuine relationships. And finally, Section 5. This is where we bring everything full circle. Because to be a truly great coach for others, you have to be absolutely committed to your own journey of growth. Coach Kizzi himself tells a story about starting out in marketing and PR coaching. But through his own self-assessment, he realized his real passion was personal development. That ability to reflect and pivot, that's a coach's superpower. And that brings us to maybe the most important principle of this entire roadmap. A great coach has to be a lifelong learner. The work you do on yourself is what directly fuels the value you can bring to your clients. We started this whole conversation talking about a bridge, and that's where we're going to end it. You have the roadmap now. You have the tools. You have the mindset. So the only real question left is, what amazing bridge will you help build first?